since we're talking like Harry Potter, might as well bring up the casting. We'll go from least hated to the most hated, I guess. I don't know if that's.
I wonder who's the most hated.
Yeah, exactly. I can't remember her name. Who's playing Professor
McGonagall?
McGonagall. What's her name? The actress. You guys remember?
I have no idea.
I know.
I have no idea. I'm looking it up right now.
I wonder if that Janet McTeer.
Yep.
Yeah, so she's your Miss McGonagall. She was Ozark, The Menu, Woman in Black. So I'm trying to think what, like anything big she was in. Yeah, so she's not. I guess she was in Jessica Jones too. She has accredited for it. Maleficent. She doesn't look too familiar for me.
See, but I would rather people that I don't know. And
Yeah,
that's
but
my whole issue. But
yeah,
are we talking
She's
about this
English.
officially, or are we waiting until we hit the
what?
Nah,
we jump right into it.
Okay.
Yeah. At least she's British. At least she's an English actress. So she was the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts. So yeah, 63. Not.
Looks fine.
I mean, that picture right there, she doesn't look that old. But I think that's a good age to play the character and to stick around for 10 years.
She looks 63 to me. What are you talking about?
I know she really doesn't in that picture.
No, I think she does. I think she looks 63.
63?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some other pictures where yeah. But I'm okay with that casting. I was like, yeah, that's cool. Not really known. She's been in stuff, but nothing where like you can point her out. At least I feel like I don't know if anybody in chat was like, oh yeah, she was great. Yeah, I see everyone's like, yeah, turn with this. Oh yeah, and
okay, for a second.
I'm iffy on the actress who's supposed to be playing
McGonagall. I don't
Professor
know.
McGonagall.
Okay, work. Yeah, you're breaking up.
Am I laggy?
Yeah.
Oh, why? Holy crap! There we go. Any better?
A lot better.
A lot better. Yeah.
Hello. Test. Okay. Just making sure. I don't know what the hell. It's always like something that throws everything off. But kind of iffy with because you don't know where she's from, which is kind of a good thing and a bad thing. It's hard to compare her to anything else. So,
but that's fine. I mean, I didn't think that she had to be this unbelievable actress or anything like that. Just someone that I don't necessarily see, so I can see her fall into the actual character. When you have someone who's identified by something else, it's hard to see them as a character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was unexpected casting because I know they were talking about like other people. Like I think they had spoken to Rachel Weisz and Sharon Horgan about the role.
They were too attractive. Yeah, too attractive.
Yeah,
that would.
Yeah. Fun fact: Sharon Horgan just does it for me.
I remember you brought that up last time.
Yeah, just I don't know if it's the accent or what, but yeah, just. Yeah. Happy that didn't happen.
It's funny you saying that and not saying that about Rachel Weisz. That's what's really blowing my mind.
I know. That's
Rachel Weisz goes without saying as well, but
wow.
Sharon Horgan, older milfy chick, Irish accent, just does it for me. But yeah, I'm happy that didn't happen. Neither of those happened. I would have been too distracted the entire show.
Yeah.
So yeah, Janet McTeer in like the bit parts that I've seen her in, I'm fine with it. she's got kind of a look that I associate with the character, and about the right age that I'd kind of picture McGonagall to be. So there's enough longevity for what are we talking about tentatively? 7 seasons?
Yeah, 7 seasons.
Yeah.
So I'm figuring 10 years between the recording and everything,
Yeah.
I mean that's on the longer end, like if they really go at it, they could probably get it done in like 8 years.
Yeah, they gotta they gotta kind of move fast. It's that kids don't age too far out of the role, so hopefully we're getting a time frame similar to the movies.
Yeah, which I believe was that 10 years, the movies.
10 years, almost exactly. Started in 2001.
Yeah.
And November 2001 was when Sorcerer's Stone came out. July 2011 was when Deathly Hallows Part 2 came out.
But they planned it out that way, and it worked to a T. And they had them sign the contracts for that time. So it's weird because the next person we're going to talk about is 79. You don't want to have the same problem that the movie had.
I was just going to say that,
and that's kind of that's kind of my fear.
That's not my only fear. Let me get on my soapbox. Go ahead, let's talk about the next thing.
With John Lithgow.
Oh my God, what the hell?
Really?
No, I hate it. I hate it as Albus Dumbledore. I hate it.
I didn't expect it.
Yeah, I didn't expect it. It kind of came out of left field, like really left field.
When I think of Albus Dumbledore, I don't think of John Lithgow. There's no way in my mind that's the person I'm thinking about, the character. And once again, another person who's been in so many movies, it's going to be hard for me to see him and think Dumbledore. That's not going to happen.
And he's a great actor, but I'm not sure I can really picture him as Dumbledore. One thing that I always associate with John Lithgow is he always plays kind of surly or aggressive characters or
silly
or silly. I think great actor, but
and he's American. I don't want my Dumbledore being American. I don't like it.
I'm sure he'll play it English because he has done English accents in the past. But I expected, same drill as the movies, English, Irish, or Scottish casting.
It just because it takes you to a different place. It makes you feel like you're in that era, and no matter what, if you try and do English accent, a lot of times it slips out or anything like that. I just don't like it. And I think Dumbledore is such an important character that.
Well, he can do a pretty good English accent, so I'm not too worried about it from an acting standpoint. It's just not what I expected. I was kind of
in the Crown. He's pretty good at being English.
Yeah,
but
so
I thought he has a accent that can you tell me what territory it's from? Like that to us, to an untrained ear, I feel like this sounds like an English accent. Is that what people in Great Britain think? Is that what's going on? Like I don't know. Plus, I don't know if he does it well enough that's going to transform me into that place. That was the key. A lot of times,
you feel like throw a beard on him with long hair, with the English accent,
he's going to look like John Lithgow with a beard.
No, I think he can pull it off. I think he can pull it off. I think he's a good enough actor.
They'll make the look work. I'm not worried about that.
And I wonder if they go more with Dumbledore from the books rather than a more aggressive Dumbledore from the movie.
Yeah, that's what I know.
They want to go more books.
That's what I hated about Michael Gambon. That's what I absolutely hated about Michael Gambon. He came off too aggressive to me as Dumbledore.
About to tackle Harry. He's like, "You put your name in the goblet." I was like,
friggin' runs at Harry, sprints at Harry, and bum rushes him.
It only happens a couple of times, but no, I hear what you're saying. But once again, when you have a actor that is known, really, really well known, how am I going to dive into that world? How do I believe him as that character? I don't know.
Well, That I'm not worried about because I can
I worry about all those things because if I look at him, he's gonna look like John Lithgow. Like I'm looking at him with a long beard. I'm looking at him. There's nothing about that that's going to tell me like there's pictures of him all over the internet with a long beard.
Yeah.
He looks like himself.
He's good enough an actor where I can buy him as the character he's playing. So I'm not really worried about that. It's just how much longevity he has is my big concern. And
you want someone that's younger. Like I don't know if it could be.
79 is not horrible. It's not like he's 89.
Couple years, yeah. Not I'm not sure I want Dumbledore to be pushing 90 by the time the show concludes.
Yeah, I mean that's the.
Well, he won't because he dies.
Yeah, I was gonna say he doesn't even last all the way to the end.
He dies, so he'll be fine. Yeah. Wait to 86. We good. 85.
Oh yeah. You didn't believe Michael Keaton as Batman. That's the thing. A lot of people, no one did. No, everyone expected him to fail.
I was 5. I did. It was fine.
Yeah. He was gonna be the. People were like, "What are you doing? Why are you taking Beetlejuice?" Or not Beetlejuice, but like
no, because he was just out a year before.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting if Tim Burton's original plan was carried out of casting Bill Murray as Batman. You don't believe me? Look it up.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I remember hearing that.
It's 1989, so I was 5. So yeah.
He was Mr. Mom. There you go. Yeah, Mr. Mom. There you T.
Yes, but he wasn't 100 different characters. So do you guys really want me to go through all the things that John Lithgow's not been in? How about this? Do you want me to go through the things that he's been in the last 10 years?
Yeah.
Like you really don't.
I mean, he's
you really don't.
What's his like? Because he what 19? I remember the big thing was him in Footloose. That was like an early thing. That was what mid 80s. What else was he? He was in like TV show Third Rock from the Sun is where I mainly remember him. From because I was
and that lasted for a minute. Yeah. He's a capable actor, so I'm not worried in that regard.
Yeah, and he's definitely changed his, like in Footloose, he's obviously a very different character who he is in The Crown, in Conclave recently.
I'm on
what was it? I'm
on the 3rd page of his stuff, and I haven't gotten past 1991 yet.
Yeah,
so
no, he's been in a lot of stuff. I love him in How I Met Your Father or How I Met Your Mother. Yeah. So.
I mean, was that Daddy's Home? Is that what that movie's called?
Yeah, I didn't see that. I haven't seen
the second one. He was in the second one. He was Will Ferrell's father.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so yes, but I mean, online, there's a lot of people that aren't happy with it either. There's a lot of people that are pretty okay with it. He's 60-40 with people not liking him. I would put it, around there. It's gonna be an interesting one for him. But let's move on to the big one that my God, people are making videos, making videos on both sides of everything. You know what I mean? With I don't know how you pronounce his name, Paapa, or is it?
Yeah, Paapa
Essiedu.
Yep. Hey, that was really good. That was the best you did. I never thought you would go that. Wow.
Don't tell me to pronounce his middle name. but yeah, he's a British actor. He's fairly new. 2012 is when he started his acting career. Shakespeare company acting guy kind of guy. So he did a lot of stage stuff. Was in Gangs of London, the Lazarus Project.
Lazarus Project, when I've seen him from the TNT series, the Lazarus Project. I watched that all the seasons of it. So
he was in Men, which was a good movie. I don't remember him in Men, but I only see Men once. So, but yeah, the Genie, which I'm not sure that one was from a few years ago. The Outrun, I haven't seen that one. I May Destroy You, But Lazarus Project and Gangs of London, I remember seeing him in that. So
I mean, the whole Lazarus Project he's the star. So yeah,
Lazarus Project. Yeah. I don't think I ever finished it. I think I saw a few episodes and just I'm like, oh, it's cool, and then just never got back to it. Yeah. So, who wants to start? Because
I guess I'll jump in.
Go for it.
Another actor I like, just trouble picturing him as Snape. I don't.
Poppy Snape.
I know the very obvious reason people are upset about it.
Well, because he has his chain out. You don't like the chain? He looks too young.
Showing off some chest there.
It's probably what it is. Yeah, it's the chain. It's the swag. You don't like the swag, right? That's what's this. Okay, I got you.
There was another picture I was gonna use. I just felt it was AI, so I didn't feel like I should use it. But somebody did an AI of him, kind of as Snape, and he had like instead of like long hair, he had more like dreads, and he had the obviously the black gown, the black suit, and all that stuff. But they kept the beard, I think, for him too, or something like that. But it was an interesting AI art. Like it didn't look horrible, but yeah. But that's why people aren't complaining that he's not a good actor. They're not complaining whether he's
British.
Of. They're not claiming
he's
British.
He's carried the entire show on his back. He's done showing that he has the chops. He is
send it to me, please. I'll find him.
He's done it like on the plays. Like he's classically trained. So but some people have problems with other things.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. I think he's too good looking to play Snape. He's a good looking black guy, and he might be too good looking to me to believe that people are just ostracizing him because of that. He's a good looking guy. He really is.
He also has a very innocent look, which I can't quite associate with Snape. If that makes sense, it kind of reminds me of Lakeith Stanfield. He's just got those very like he's got those very innocent looking eyes.
I don't know. So the more I've seen of him, the more I think he just has too much swag. Does that make sense? Like he's too cool.
Too cool for the role.
To play like somebody like a Snape.
You're good looking. You're cool. You got this aura about you. Snape kind of has to be like almost like Drury.
Yeah.
Like Eeyore, almost like to that point.
And, that's a good comparison.
Yeah.
I don't see that part there.
And Alan Rickman's so synonymous with the role that whoever they cast after him was inevitably going to be in his shadow. So I understand them wanting to just feeling the need to do something different,
totally different. Yeah,
kind of deviate. I
don't know if Adam Driver would have been a problem.
Adam Driver, he's got the look.
But there's no way he was signing on for 7 years.
No, there's absolutely no way he'd have done that.
But that's the thing with fan casting. A lot of fan casting is like, oh, he looks like him. But I was like, can he pull it off? I don't know if he can pull it off. And
Adam Driver could pull it off, but he's not going to.
He's not going to do a British accent. Like I don't never heard him do an accent. I don't know if is he good enough to do one.
I think Adam Driver's a good actor.
He's a great actor. I love him, but it's like, but if say if they hire somebody because they look the part, like say like Adam Driver, but he just sucks at the voice acting. Are you cool with like one of these professors with an American accent?
No, I mean it'd be like Storm.
From
X-Men.
Yeah, I don't know. Fernando, what's up? Saying Adam Driver would be perfect choice. He's fantastic. He's great. He's a great actor. I love him. Jade Card goes Storm. You said the magic word. You said Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they go all in with the time periods and stuff, because it kind of the books and kind of like the extended lore hinted that the or kind of implied that the movie or that the book continuity took place like during the 90s, which would put the flashback scenes would put the scenes where James Potter was back in school and Lily Potter met. Roughly, we're talking about probably like the 70s.
Yeah, middle 70s, 71, 72, 73, probably around there.
Yeah.
So assuming they go through that, they're really about to have James Potter bullying a black kid for being poor and odd.
They really are going there. And then you want us to like him?
I never liked James Potter anyway, but
yeah, James Potter's a dickhead anyway.
Yeah, James Potter was a cock. I was never a fan of that character. He was a cock. Sorry, your dad was a cock.
So Lily's gonna fall in love with a black man. And they're gonna say, "Oh, it's not good enough. You can't do that. You know you can't do that. You can't be that. You can't be."
I mean, would
not
you
from a non-magical family and a black man?
But could they play into something like that? You know what I mean? Like, and that kind of, I don't know. Does that defeat the purpose of being? But they're also going more book accurate. But if they start to add in, huh?
I read the book. I don't think that they have that type of hint of it being.
I mean, J.K. Rowling does not like. Obviously, she did not like anybody of color. You know, when you name your only Asian character, what was her name?
Cho Chang.
Yeah, yeah. And there could only be like one black guy, in there. So yeah.
Hey, but he did have Ginny before Harry. So I mean, balance it out.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, they could start to bring it in where like maybe, being like a black boy surrounded by a bunch of like white British kids, because you kind of start to get some of the superiority stuff with the Death Eaters, with where like pure bloods and blah 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 and stuff like that. So it's like,
but he is,
but that's why it could be his way of like I don't know. I feel like you could start to like the vampire. I think they did that where where they made Louis black, but they changed the character in the show where you're able to connect better. It made more sense for the character. Not saying like they're gonna like redo Snape, but if that could be something that they write into the show, that like him being black is why maybe they make Potter more of a dickhead and make
him now Harry doesn't like him, and he's I'm like the only black professor I got over. Like, there's so many issues.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Make me not like Harry now. Now I'm gonna revolt against him.
There was more than one.
In the book,
I thought it was just one.
In the book, there's more.
Even in the movie, right? Because
in the movie, there's like one or two at the most.
There's one, and then they replace him with another black kid. It was the boy that was with Draco, I think. I could be wrong. It's been a while.
No, I mean there's I know these names. It's been a long time.
Yeah. I got this is Nanette says I got an idea who should cast that Snape. Let us know.
She said, "What's the Snipes?" Right?
Wesley.
Is that what she said?
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, what's these
Snipes?
I just saw Snape and just like what's these Snipes?
Wesley
Snipes. Yeah, nice. James Potter was Draco of his year. Ooh, yeah,
yeah.
And that makes you kind of question Lily a little bit, right?
Yeah, big time question Lily. The actress who plays the pilot likes to be played Storm. Oh yeah. We talked about that before. Yeah, we get
DeWanda Wise.
Yeah. Sheet in the
all
house.
for it.
Yeah. So
watch them end up casting Cynthia Erivo like I'm fearing they will.
Don't. Yeah, I know.
No disrespect, I don't mind her at all, but
she's not Storm.
No.
Yeah. I don't know. So with
you're right. There's at least 4 or 5 black kids in Harry Potter. The one who's announcing the Quidditch match.
That's right. Yeah.
Jordan was that one.
Dean Thomas,
Kingsley Shacklebolt.
Yeah. Angelina Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Who If I remember
Bean.
correctly, like the
Bean.
extended lore, I think they said she married whichever one of the surviving Weasley twins it was. I think I had read that somewhere that they had married after the events of the book.
Books.
George, she had married.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I just think people like, because like the full on racist people, they're dickheads, and I really don't care what they say because they're pieces of shit anyway.
Yeah,
you know. But then you get like people like someone like Chill, who has a good argument of, you know, that always brings it up of proper representation of this and that, and you know, when you race swap and stuff like that. So, which is a problem, but I don't know. I don't hate it, but it's just I think I hate that it's going to cause so many issues. That's what I hate.
I don't like the character. It doesn't match because I think I think he looks too good. I think he has something about him that is not what I see as Snape. He's a better, you know. I don't know if that works for Snape. Now, if you want to, even if you want to do anyone, I would want Snape not being the guy, even though at the end of the story, you know, he's really the hero. And this, me and you will argue about this. He is the hero. He is a good guy. I don't care what you say, Tank. He is a good guy. We could argue about that in chat. So whatever.
I'll let you argue with Erica because Erica's got that argument like down pat. Like she knows all the details.
We'll let Mama Bear and Erica go at it. Because no. But I don't think.
But he's a very important character. He's a very important character.
Almost like you don't want to agree with people because of their negativity, because of what they're being negative for no reason.
Yeah.
No, Erica, I will fight you with this, Brian. We can get on it. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I think
Snape is not a good guy. Mama Bear is not.
I don't think Harry was a good guy. I think when I talk about his parents, I don't know how good they were. Well, bad. But then you talk about James did some other good things too that are redeemable. So I think everyone is shades of gray. So, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll
do that. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, I don't hate this casting so far. I mean, it is causing a lot of discussions. You know, whether an American actor should even be casted, you know, like John Lithgow, whether a black man should be casted as Snape. There's so many.
I don't care about black man. I don't know this guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what a lot of you know, people are saying on both sides. You know, you have a lot of people like defending it, like kind of like, oh yeah, it's fine. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. He's a good actor, but like you said, actor, Brian, like, is he too? Like you said, too good looking, maybe too much swagger, you know, walking around, you know. So
yeah, it does raise the question, because you know, you have to do something that deviates from the iconic predecessor, and that doesn't go just for the casting; it goes for the writing, and how the characters are translated to screen. So that kind of makes me ask myself if liberties were going to be taken in that regard.
Will that be blowback from it?
I'm sorry.
Another issue.
Will it be blowback from it, taking liberties?
Inevitably. Inevitably.
Could that cause people to not want to watch the show?
It could. It could, because sometimes you have to ask yourself if the name is enough, if they're not gonna deviate too far from the source material. But that's me just kind of speculating.
No, I mean, it happens. Look at, like, again, Interview with the Vampire. So many people were off from the beginning because they're like, "Oh, you changed Louis too much." But I was like, "But it was a good change." I thought it was a
terrible character.
It was a change that worked, and enough time had passed between the show and the movies.
Yeah,
you know, to where you know, they were kind of on safe ground, which kind of makes me ask myself, are they jumping into this too soon. The movies are still pretty fresh in everyone's minds.
Mm-hmm.
It's been, they still hold up. I think I can say all three of us still watch them.
100%. Every time it's on. 100%.
I watch them every time they're on. Sometimes I'll just pop in my Blu-ray of it.
I got a question for you guys. It's right here, because you said, what would you say if they casted a black kid as Harry? Do you think the world will blow up? Do you think?
If they're getting angry about
the magical world, it will blow up.
They will just blow up. Like, can you imagine they do that?
Yeah. Well, the rumor is saying now, because of was it Essiedu getting cast, is, are they going to make Hermione? Because in the play, they casted a black woman, and then J.K. Rowling, after the fact, she goes, "Oh, I always thought she was black." It was like, yeah, okay,
you
Dumbledore was like, bi or whatever. It was like, okay.
I'm kind of expecting Hermione to be black.
What if they go Harry's mixed?
They could.
So now it eliminates that idea that they're hating on Snape because he was black.
Mm-hmm. It could, yeah.
That would change a lot of that. They'll take that hate out of it. You can't say those things, right?
Mm-hmm.
James, if he's black and James is black, and now he's born of a world in between.
Yeah. I mean,
I just don't want everyone who's a Muggle to be black. I don't want that, because I don't want those saying Muggles and that being code word. That's
well, Snape is,
especially considering the Death Eaters were essentially like the equivalent, the magic Nazis, the magic, the Wizarding World's equivalent of the KKK. For Nazis, yeah.
Well, yeah, man, I just don't want, like, I don't mind, like, kind of really going out there with a big change with actors and stuff like that. Like, fine, you kind of want to do your own thing and do what you think is best for the TV show, so you want to find the right guy for the right role, or girl. I just hate, I don't want it to become like an issue, not an issue, but a thing where people are talking about that than the show, and I was like, no, talk about the show. Talk about, is John Lithgow good as Dumbledore? Like, is Janet good at McGonagall? Whatever kids we get. I think that's
the kids are scary.
The kids are they're the biggest one, and that's gonna be
the all eyes are gonna be on them.
100%.
Especially whoever they get for the title character.
Yeah, whoever's Harry's gonna be. Woof.
Yeah. But you're 100% in today's climate. Everything's an issue.
Everything's
an issue, man. And it's so. It sucks when you just want to, like, sit back and enjoy it. Like, okay, let's see what happens. But then you hear all these people from both sides that are like blah 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 blah, and it's like, can I watch it first? Like, can they make it first? Can I see a trailer first? So,
I do think it's too early, but it is what it is to do this.
I wouldn't reboot. I agree with that.
I think it's just too early.
Yeah.
We were all like, we were children as the books were coming out, and standing up on in line all night trying to get the next copy of the book. So, like,
it should be like in our generation.
Yes.
It had to be our grandkids and not our kids. Like, I 100% agree with that. It's way too early. But WB, man, they as soon as Discover bought them, they're like, more Harry Potter, because they know it's gonna make a butt ton of money, and it doesn't matter what J.K. Rowling says or does. People are gonna buy it. It doesn't matter. Like, people, you put that lightning bolt HP, and people just, like, give them their wallet. Like, shut up, take my money. Like, legit. So
I don't know if that happens. Can you ruin something like
can you do it too much? Yeah.
Too soon. Just doing too soon.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, maybe hopefully they go a different route with being closer to the books. And being 7 seasons. With, like, say, at least 10 episodes, an hour long. that's 70 hours, so.
But then they're going to have to go through things, other details. As much as you're going to add all the details from the book, you want to have to add more stuff.
Add more, to really to flesh out a lot more stuff. So
which I'm 100% expecting if they're going the way of the TV show. They have no
it's gonna be
they have no reason. Yeah, they have no reason not to. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if the beginning could be a show for kids, just like the movies. Like it starts off a show for kids and then grows into something that grows.
Yeah, I think the show's gonna do what the movies did and mature along with the viewer.
Yeah.
You know?
But now you have the original viewers, us, being able to watch it with theoretically our kids or nieces or nephews and stuff like that. So.
Mm-hmm.
But again, is it too early? I think it is, but
and then what if we're bringing in race? I think when Mama Bear said the whole idea of mudblood, like whoa, that's a lot. It's just a lot. And if you're making it a kid show, do we want to bring that out? Do we really want to talk about that?
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be a good reason to do it or a bad reason, So I'm not on either side. I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I think they're gonna mature with it. I think that's what they're gonna go with. We'll see.
We'll
see. I don't know.
Do that.
Yeah. We'll see. The movie. I said the movie should be the blueprint. I think the book should be the blueprint. I think the book should be the blueprint because we already have the movies. We don't need to make a copy of the movies. Because if you at least try to be more like the book, then you're different enough from the movie. And even trying to be like the book is still going to be different than the book, just because of what Brian said. Like you're going to have to add extra details and stuff like that. So, it's going to like fall in between, with not being the movie but not being the book. So it's going to hopefully be its own thing. So. Like who brought it up earlier, Wicked. Wicked got the book that's very different from the play, and the play is different from the movie. So, what medium do you want to enjoy this content from? So, we'll see. But there's one casting that is a rumor that I am on board for especially now for me. Brett Goldstein as Hagrid.
I'd be good with that.
100%. The more I watch Ted Lasso and the more I see Brett Goldstein turn into this different character, just do that, but less F words.
That's 100% great. That works.
Less F words. I don't know, maybe because I just love what's going on with Ted Lasso right now. But I love his character arc. But I think he'll be great. Obviously, you'll probably have to do a lot of CGI.
A whole lot because he's he's 5'10".
He's not that, and he's kind of thin. He plays a soccer player,
real skinny.
But I mean, it's the same thing. Like he's playing Hercules, in the MCU. So I mean, you can put on some muscle, but but you can make it work. I mean, the dude that played Hagrid before, he was a bigger dude anyway.
Yeah,
they still made him
giant
bigger.
anyway.
Yeah, Robbie Coltrane was
Put him on the stool. He's literally 8 feet tall.
Yeah. But I am on board with Brett Goldstein. Like just Ted Lasso, that show with his character was definitely like, do less mumbling, and less F words, and he can knock it out of the park. So,
T, you're not that old.
Yeah. Being old, I forget all the movies, so I have to refresh when I watch with my kids. Who should play Harry Potter? Somebody we don't even know.
Yeah, some new on the scene child actor.
I want them to be someone who's seasoned enough that can deal with all the hate that's going to come their way no matter what. What's up, Delta Dan?
Yeah, and the good thing is, I believe at the very least, Daniel Radcliffe said he's willing to be there for the kids.
Oh, he will. Daniel Radcliffe is one of the coolest people ever.
Yeah,
he will block a lot of that stuff and tell him, no, you're going to be wrong. I'm Harry Potter. I'm telling you, this guy works. If he says that, what can you say?
Yeah. But I can see him like really trying to help protect the kids too, you know, because like being there and knowing it and say, because if you're a new kid to the scene, you assume the parents don't know how to handle it either because they're new to the scene as well, you know. So, you know, but I believe he said something along those lines that he's willing
a child
to
actor, something like that.
Yeah. We got viewer Drew in the house. What's up, Drew?
What up, Drew?
Tom Felton for playing Lucius, so his play his dad.
100%.
That would be great.
I'll be down with that.
That would be a great like thing that kind of pulls the shows together.
Yeah. I and he could pull it off. I think he could pull it off. But cool. Yeah, that's our thoughts for the casting so far. These are all, I believe, they're all confirmed at this point. But yeah, we got a lot more casting, and obviously we have the main kids, so we'll see how it is. But people have a lot of feelings about mainly the two gentlemen in being casted for different reasons. But yeah, we want to hear from you guys. So if you're watching on the replay, leave a comment down below. Let's know what you guys think about the casting of the Harry Potter show. And hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, come and join us live every Monday and Thursday when we talk about movies, TV, other nerdy stuff like this. But yeah, again, we appreciate everybody. And if you are in the live chat, stick around because we're gonna move on to our next topic for the night.